Hi everyone, I'm going to introduce you to some really cool reading activities and websites. I hope you're all well while you're stuck at home. So as you can see, I've typed in Holy Trinity, CUV, Tulse Hill, and if we go to our website, you'll find that there is a new Home Learning tab. And as I scroll across, I can look at ideas for pupils for reading. So when I go to that and scroll down, you will find that there's a new letter here. Best thing to do is to download it. That way you can see it online. Click on it, save it, and then when we open it up, we can click on the links. The first one I'm going to talk to you about today is Oxford Owl. So I'm going to open that here. And when I open Oxford Owl, you can see that this is a lot of the Oxford Reading Tree books that we use normally now at school. So usually you'll have a register or log in button here, and you will have to register or log in before you can access the books. It is free. You just need to put in an email address and a password. And once you've done that, you will be able to jump into all these books. So we're going to go for ebooks age 6 to 7. And as you can see, you can choose your book type, your level, your age, etc., or have all of them. And if I scroll down, you can see there's loads of books here. And today we're going to have a little look at Finn McCool. I click on it and open the ebook. And here we are, Finn McCool. Okay, and you turn the pages just using the arrows here. If you want to use the audio, the children can have the story read to them.
Chapter 1. Long, long ago, there lived in Ireland a mighty giant,
etc., etc. If you want to zoom in, you can zoom in. And the nice thing about some of these books is they have these great play activities. So when you're finished reading, you can play the activity, quickly write in your name, and yeah, you just put these in the right place, etc. So this is Oxford Owl. It's got some great resources on there, some really good books. And I think all of these books, or at least most of them, are on Accelerated Reader, which I'm going to do a separate tutorial on another point, but it will be available soon. In fact, it's available now for your children to use Monday to Friday, not at weekends. So I'll go back to my letter and we'll have a look at My On, which is the next one. And this website is run alongside Accelerated Reader, so I think almost all of these books can be used for quizzing on Accelerated Reader. The great thing about this is 7,000 books, and they're English and Spanish, so great for any children who speak Spanish and can't access reading at this time. So I click on here, and as you can see, 7,100 books, loads of different genres. Science, social studies, vehicles and sports, etc. So there's non-fiction books. I'm going to have a look at some of the fiction books. Again, you can see there's divided into adventure, classics. So lots of rich material for your children to be reading. And then I'm going to go to fairy tales and fables and folklore. So if I click on here, and if I just keep scrolling down, you'll see eventually I will get to, here we are, some of the Spanish books. We have Blancanieves, El Patito Feo, so great for any children who can't access books in English over this period and who speak Spanish as a first language. If I scroll back to the top, we'll take Jack and the Beanstalk. You can look at the information in the book. It actually gives you all the Accelerated Reader information, which is great. So it tells you the level. Most children should know their level by now. 2.3 would be a red book. The children, if the children don't know their ATOS level, then you could probably look on Accelerated Reader, which I will show you in a separate video. Okay, so it tells you how many points they'll get, and these quiz numbers you have to be a little bit careful with. Some of them I've realised haven't worked, so it's much better to type in the name of the book when you're checking to see if it's on accelerated reader. Okay, again, I'll go and do another tutorial for that. Once you've chosen what book you want to read, you press read that book, and again you have the same options. Once you've started, to zoom in, look a bit closer. When you press play, it will read it for you.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Right, much more exciting than me. So we go to the next page, and you've got the characters. And just quickly show you this. For example, once upon a time, a boy named Jack lived with his poor widowed mother in England. Now, we might not be sure what widowed means. So if we click on that word, we can hear it again.
Widow.
Okay. Read from here. Read the full sentence to see if the children understand it, or even view in a dictionary, which will give a definition over there. So there's some really good features on here, loads of free books. It's a really great resource, and hopefully you will get loads out of it. Next is storyline. I'm not going to go into too much detail. This is a nice website where celebrities read their favourite children's stories. It's got some lovely, great books on it, and really well told and very enjoyable. Myths and legends, international books from different countries. The Book Trust is really good fun, and Funbrain has some slightly older books for maybe some of the year 5s and 6s as well, I believe. Accelerated Reader I'm going to do a separate video on, but if you can, this is a fantastic Audible is a fantastic introduction to different literature for children. So if you can get your children listening, again, this is just available while schools are closed, and as you can see, it has loads of different children's books, classics, and the children can listen to them, and it's fantastic for their vocabulary. So please encourage them to find a story that they love and listen to it, and continue to listen to lots of them. And that's it really for now. I hope you're all well. I hope that you are able to continue with your learning. We're going to work really hard to make sure that everything that we provide for you is going to help.